There was an open house, and at this open house, it was stated that you connected Martel and Trish.
That's a lot. You sound pathetic. No, because you make your wife look pathetic. You can storm off, but guess what? I'm not going to storm off. Guess what? But look, it's okay. I don't be better than you. Understand that. In every aspect of your life.
So Marquez spills the tea. Marquez was still living in the home with this girl, was messing around with Martel. She's still married right now. But he was still living in the home with this girl, and this girl was going out doing her own thing. Now, Marquez said that he overheard her say that the children, Martel children, was there in the other room, and she was at Martel's house. So we're going to speculate that she didn't go over there to exercise Martel or train Martel. They went over there for some different kind of exercise. But Marquez say that during that time he was living in the home. Now Ken is in the picture. Ken not liking it because she won't tell the truth. Martel gonna tell it. Girl, if you don't come out, if you don't know Martel, eventually he gonna tell it. So you might as well come out with the truth. Your baby's dad over there, your husband, is saying that you were a married woman. Martel was still married at the time, and you said to yourself that Martel was still married, and you were going into this man's home. And then y'all got the nerve to shade Melody because Melody was questioning this girl about being in her home at that time. Well, we're going to find out that Mr. Fletcher is the one that introduced her. This is all coming out in this episode of that open house. So Ken was not in the picture. It was she and her husband and Martel. Now, I don't know if he's trying to get back at Martel because he's saying that he want to holler at Melody. So he could just be doing that because of Martel and was with his wife.
That's what I got.
That's what I got.
Because again, I can do that at 11, 12 o'clock at night.
I want to hear your goals.
So he goes to see a therapist, and the therapist is asking Martel about his goals. He doesn't tell her about his goals, but his escape is always his children. He always wants people to say, well, you're such a great dad. He's going to say, well, it's my children. So, and the therapist is going to call him out on it. You know, you're more than just your children. Who else are you?
My goal is to like really just raise.
Yeah, his goals is just to raise successful children. That's what he's gonna tell that therapist. You know. So Martel, you know, it just reminds me of the time when Mr. Fletcher went to the house and he kept squatting and squatting his house. He was using his kids as an escape. Then, me, Fletcher, you gonna put me out, me and my children out on the street? This is an example of what the therapy is talking about. He always uses his children, you guys. He uses the kids.
Well, all of those things are good, but we've been working.
Yeah, well, all those things are good, but what about you, Martel? What about you going deeper? Can you go inside? Can you touch the inner you, the core of inner you? What makes you tick? What makes you who you are? He don't know, y'all. He gonna tell this woman, Martel don't feel like nothing else. He got nothing else to give because ain't nothing else wrong with him.
That's what I got.
Because again, I can do that at 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's Martel for you. But now he at that therapist. I wonder if Martel gonna use this therapy for court, you guys. I know he's supposed to have a mental evaluation, but knowing him is this production way of saying that he got therapy and he can take this to court saying that he went to therapy. Now the next slide gonna move on to the boys outside.
At least.
So you got the men's outside. Mr. Fletcher is very disappointed. He's supposed to be the older guy, the role model for these younger guys, but he's not, you guys. Instead, what does he do? He helps Martel cheat like the rest of them. Now, Ken's sitting up there. Ken's don't too much like Martel because, you know, everybody know how Ken feel about Trish. That's his boo. And the thought that Martel been with his boo is bothering him. And another thing that's bothering him is Trish is being secretive about it, hush mouth. So he does not like it. But they're standing out there talking, and Miss Fletcher is going to come out there. She's going to learn from Trish that this man, her husband, hooked Martel and Trish up. You
I can see if I was the initiator in terms of all this chaos.
So he can say, I can see if I'm an initiator. You always the initiator of the chaos, Martel. You always the initiator. And you just left therapy. You just left therapy. Did you learn anything from therapy about you yourself, the inner you? Yeah. You the gaslighter, the initiator, the agent of chaos, all that, Martel. And Mr. Fletcher sit right there. He's so sneaky. His wife never knew that. His wife, you know, that can start a great big rift between Melody and Miss Fletcher because I know Melody done with Martel, but at the time she wasn't. And he's trying to hook her up with someone else while they trying to work on their marriage. Now, when nobody trying to work on the marriage with Melody, he has no intention of working on no marriage because in 2020, when they were messing around, they both was married. Put it like that. Trish still married right now, but Marquez was still living in the house, and Melody was not divorced from him.
He knows he needs to get those dental implants, but for the price, will they really?
Martinez, he can be coming from a place of like hurt, you know.
So Martel, here you go. He gonna call himself, get some advice for my quiz. Now he talking about, yeah, Ken need to step back. Step back, come Ken, quit trying to force her into getting a divorce. You need to step back. Now I wonder why he didn't have do that on his own, so take his own advice with his own big bud, right? Why didn't he step back? and work on his marriage, right? But he tell Ken needs to do that. Don't force her to get no divorce. Don't force her to be married. Leave her alone, Ken. And I wonder if he's saying that because he want it for himself too. Because he's greedy, you guys.
Talking about if I was in that situation, I would be hurt. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, so he talking about Trish still hurting over being divorced. Over the divorce, right? Okay. So that's what he's talking about. But anyway, we come to find out that Miss Fletcher is going to come outside. She's going to confront everybody. She's going to confront her husband. Go back to him. She go.
Come on, Trish, what up?
So she confronted him and saying, I heard that you hooked Trish up with Martel. He gonna memorize. All I did was wait a minute now. Oh, how you remember it is Martel was already on the phone, and he says, "Any good looking ladies there?" Yeah, man. It's one right here now. And then he gave her the last name, and then next thing he know, they were hooked up. That's what he said. Miss Fletcher gonna stay.
I don't know. What she look like? You got to know what she look like. Tell me what she look like.
See, there you go. Here's what she look like. I don't know. I don't know what she look like. Lord have mercy. And guess who came out? Now she ain't ready to talk now. Kimmy don't want to talk when it come to her business. She want everybody to be quiet when it come to her business. But she ran off at the mouth now. Now that it's Martel business, Trish business, and Melody business, what went on in their household, she ready to talk. Right? She do not mind nobody gossiping now. But Miss Fletcher, she do not like that because she said it can cause division between her and Mel. Now Trish, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I just all I had was the last name. Bruh, all I know, and then I found out that the girl some kidding to me on my grandma's side, the cousin to the cousin, that kind of kin folks, that you don't know about that way down the line on my grandma's side. I just knew her last name, he said. But Trish sit right there, y'all, in the middle, just smiling. Just smiling. She loves it. Then she want everybody to shut up talking about it when she bought it up. Open house. How is this open house, man? It's the open house. Nobody lives in the house. Where the furniture come from? That house is empty, y'all. No, and they just put a bunch of furniture in there or rented a bunch of furniture to have open house. And how are you going to have open house, people walking around with the gang in there? That's what I call them, the gang. A gang of people in there. That's scary, Mr. Fletcher. You should be a role model to these young men, but you're not because you still got it in you.
I haven't heard anything and never said anything else to him about.
Look at Trish. Sitting up there smiling. She love men to fight over her. When if it ain't Marquez and Ken, it's Martel and Ken. Ken, you need to run, boo. You need to run as fast as you can. Cause this chick right here, she enjoying it. She got her head down and she's smiling. Martel gonna whisper to him, don't dig a hole deeper. I don't know what that means. That means there's something else. Ken gonna say, I got to get to the bottom of this. I'm not liking it and I need to get to the bottom of this. And he found out on TV that the girl was at his house. He found out on TV. She told him she had went to the gym to train her. Then he left for some days. He said that she get a very aggressive. She got an anger problem. Yeah, Trish, you done cheated on Marquez. I know Marquez and left the house. Now, he said you can't, they gave Marquez this advice, but you can't expect to leave the house and come back and think you could just come on back. And he was talking about his first wife. That's how he did his first wife. That's how he lost his first wife. She would not let him back because he kept on cheating. Somebody else had got you, Jody, got your girl and Dawn. I forgot. That's what Alexis' mom, honey. Alexis' mama said, I'm out of here. I got my self-esteem is high. And then who came but who? He was messing around with what's her name? Yeah, y'all know who he meant. They've been married 30 years, so whatever. She said he was gone for 2 years and she took him back. But there's Trish. All her men. Look who she got there, y'all. She got the boy, the fiance there. She got the dude on the side, Martel. I don't know her relationship, what she did with Chris. And then, of course, she got her husband on this show. He's not looking good for you, gal. But now, everybody know that you and Martel had a thing going in 2020 during the pandemic. Coleslaw was telling the truth. She kept saying it was not her. She kept saying that it was Trish. That's who it was. Everybody thought he was with Coleslaw. It was Trish he was with.
Look at that.
And he ain't lying neither. Look at that. He likes it too, but he gonna tell it, Trish. You better come out with it. Because any day now, Martel gonna tell it.
To me being concerned, and I didn't even feel like doing anything with my hair, putting on any makeup. I just wanted to come to you guys heart to heart because I just really want to express this. A black woman to another black woman. If she ever come across this video, she may not, because she seemed like she don't listen well. Sis, this is not a good look. And I believe when you said that you wanted to talk to the wives, that you felt like you was about to convince a wife who takes her time out of her life to talk to you, to convince them that you were in the right or you had nothing to do. You didn't play a part in the situation between Melody and Martel. It just seems like it can't register in your 31-year-old mind. And you keep on calling people old as if 31 is young. It's young to some people, but you're not in the young category anymore, honey, and you're going to get older. Long as you have breath, you're going to get older. You're not going to be that young girl anymore. You're going to be younger than Martel, but you're not going to be that young girl anymore. And guess what?
And then when she pull up to that school, you're an old lady when you pull up to private school. Let's see what she said. Karma is real. She was talking about when Arian had that breakdown on TV for the wife. Karma is real. The same thing that makes you laugh will make you cry. Amen. Portia say amen to that. And trust, he'll break you all the way down. It takes isolation, therapy, and God to push you through. Push through it, yes. Push through.
Attitude as if you're that bitch. And that wife, Gigi, read you for filth in the calmest voice, by the way. Like, she read you. You're not that shit. The only reason why Martel keeps coming back to you is because you allow him to come back to you. A man will come where there is free pussy, okay? When it doesn't take a lot of work, he's going to come. You're not that bitch. Because if you were, he's been divorced for 2 years. He would have married you. It's a harsh reality. We all have played the fool for someone, but I just really want you to move on with your life, because it just seems like right now you are having like a mental breakdown. I'm extremely concerned. Y'all need to come out of retirement and help this girl, y'all. Y'all need.
Dorsey, a carpenter, comes from Quitman, Georgia, the proverbial $5 in his pocket to Miami to take a job with the railroad. Carpenters were in short supply, a guy with a skill like that. And he worked with the FEC. That's what brought him down here. Started making money, set it aside for investment in land. He would buy a chunk of land, $25, $35. As a carpenter, he would build the building, sort of like the shotgun houses. and then sell those buildings. And he just accumulated a fortune.
Over the years, he donated land, buildings for the betterment of the Miami black population, opened the Dorsey Hotel, established the Negro Savings Bank, donated land for a library, high school, purchased what is known today as Fisher Island. Yes, you heard right. Dana Dorsey at one time owned what is called Fisher Island. These days, some say the most valuable real estate in the world. Powers that be did not like the idea of a black beach, much less a resort. Well, after a few years of ownership, Dorsey sold the island to Miami Beach pioneer Carl Fisher. 1945, 4 years after Dorsey's death, Virginia Key was open to black swimmers. Being black in Miami was a difficult challenge in the days of Jim Crow. Earlier, even more difficult task, getting ahead, all but impossible. But one black Miami man not only became successful, he became a millionaire.
Dana Dorsey, a carpenter.
Have a good time regardless. I've been getting key. Apparently there was an open house, and at this open house, it was stated that you connected Martel and Trish.
That's a lot. You sound pathetic. No, because you're making your wife look pathetic. You can storm off, but guess what? I'm not going to storm off. Guess what? But look, it's okay. I don't be better than you. Understand that. Carl,